Hello everybody, and welcome to the third official episode of the Newsroom. I'm your host, Madrid, and it's sunny outside for the first time in a while. It's very bright here in my room, and yeah, it just puts everyone in a good mood. So, we got a good episode today, lots of news, but first, before we start with our stories, I would like to apologize for the many mistakes I made in the last episode. I'll say them. So I said that Herschel Walker lost the election 48-50-2. That is actually the current makeup of the Senate, not how it went. And I missed in my script. That is my apologies. I also said that the Tasmanian, devil was, going extinct and its remains were found, or was extinct and its remains were found. It was a Tasmanian tiger, not a devil. So, I think what actually happened is when I was writing the script, I misread the article and put it as Tasmanian devil instead of tiger. And finally, in the final segment, I said Kirstie Alley instead of, Kirstie Alley, I think. Hopefully I didn't say that wrong. But yeah, my apologies to, Kirstie Alley. My apologies, and yeah. And I can't just let this go. Myself. So, at the final, and at the end of this video, I am going to listen to Baby Shark. I'm going to sit through the whole entire Baby Shark song, which I haven't in many years. Like a long time I haven't listened to it. I'm going to listen to it. You're gonna have to wait until the end of this video to watch that. So, yeah, let's get started with the episode. Let's get started with our first story. So, what's up? Not Athens World Cup bracket, but mine. Let's go. I'm such good. It's my first ever time actually looking at the World Cup, and I'm winning because I guessed France, Argentina in the finals, I think, because I really don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I put France, Argentina in the finals, but yeah. But Athens, my boss, he had Portugal beating Brazil in the championship, and they both got knocked out by Morocco and Croatia. And with Morocco's win against Portugal, they are the first African team to reach the semifinals. Clap it up for Morocco. Great job, guys. But they ended up losing to France, hot off the heels of a great victory against a powerhouse, historic rival, England. And on the other side, Croatia beat out the #1 ranked World Cup team, Brazil. Crazy. Brazil was expected to go to the finals easy. I saw them playing a few games, and they looked like they were doing everything casually, like making these great plays. I don't know how. But Croatia, they still ended up losing to Argentina, I think. Hopefully I didn't get that wrong, but still. Yeah. But according to Athens, he did correctly guess that the other two finalists, Argentina and France, but he had France getting third place. Yeah. So, yeah, seems like, I think, was it France, Argentina in the last World Cup? I don't know, but maybe it's going to be a rematch. We all know we want Messi to win, but France is overall just a better team, but just like Croatia beat Brazil, maybe it'll be Argentina beating France in the finals. You never know. Moving to Iran. I have another name I'm probably not going to be able to pronounce, but S.A.G.E was executed today. No, not today, sorry. But executed. Convicted of fatally stabbing 2 Basij, or paramilitary volunteers. This in combination with the fact that widespread protests are going on right now against the theocracy of Iran leads to belief that it was falsified. It was not true. He did not do this, but he was publicly hung from a crane in Mashhad, and his official charge was waging war against God or Allah. What the hell are you doing, Iran? What is going on? Seriously? Like, this is not good. We already know that all this stuff is happening, and like, I know we have, like, America here, we don't have executions. I know we have death row, but I don't think we execute people just because we feel like it. And especially not publicly from a crane. Like, hanging? That was so, like, we hung people. That was dark part of our past, and they're still doing it. Yeah, I thought that was in the past, but I guess it isn't. Iran, that is really not mature. You as a country, you need to move on from executing people that you don't like. And if you decide, if it was true that he did stab these people, put him to jail. Don't publicly execute him. So it probably was, you could probably tell it probably was fake. Because you don't publicly hang people just because. Just because they killed 2 people, which you probably made up, and then they decide to hang him just to intimidate the people. That is not okay. So, hopes goes to people in Iran, and yeah. On to our next story. The Russian arms dealer known as the Merchant of Death and Mr. Mustache, Victor Bout, has been released during a prisoner swap, also known as a prisoner trade. Like Minecraft, where you trade your emerald. No, it wasn't fair. We had to trade Victor Bout, a arms dealer, for Brittany Griner, WNBA star Brittany Griner, which we're super happy to get her back. And immediately after returning, he joined the Kremlin-loyal Liberal Democratic Party of Russia, which is an ironic name, but now that we got her back, we must remember that there's still another person being held in Russia named Paul Whelan, who was an ex-Marine accused of spying in 2018 and serving a 16-year sentence. We can only hope that he's still alive and safe. But still, back to Merchant of Death. It's basically like us trading LeBron James for them, like us trading LeBron James, getting him back for a terrorist. Like, this guy is an arms dealer. He gives out weapons. And we're getting back a WNBA star, which we're super happy to have her back, but it was like happiness for the people, trading the happiness of the people, getting her back for the danger of him helping start like against Ukraine and more wars in the future, and help more terrorists and bad people. It's not a good thing, but we're super happy to have Brittany Griner back, and she probably happy to be back on U.S. soil, and we look forward to seeing her play in the WNBA again. Maybe she'll win when she gets back. We never know, but I've heard she's pretty good. So she was in jail for I think she had cigarettes or something in her suitcase, and that's not allowed. And they put her in jail for I think for 9 years was her sentence or something. But yeah, she's back, but we still had to give him Victor Bout. Yeah. Okay. And still more bad news. Japan. Normally a pretty good country. I fought for them in a forum that we did. We recorded it, but I don't think we posted it. It's one of my favorite countries. Japan, they've decided they're going to double military spending due to threats from China and North Korea. Usually, Japan's a pretty peaceful country, but Japan doubling military spending is showing what China and North Korea are doing. They're threatening Japan and forcing them to double military spending. Yeah. I don't know all about Japan and their military, but I know that usually they are pretty peaceful after World War II. But yeah. They're also gonna get the ability to destroy enemy bases, according to BBC.com, the British Broadcasting.com. Or, I don't know, British Broadcasting Company, I think. I'm not sure what it is, but they're also going to increase the cybersecurity and warfare, too, just like the North Korean hackers. Those guys, the ones that hack into stuff, because they almost stole, like, they robbed a bank or an online bank or something to get money. But there's a lot of funny stories. I don't think they actually did end up robbing that bank because they accidentally tripped an alarm by some really stupid reason. But I'm going to give you a funny story because it's pretty funny. So, a guy was hacked by North Korean hackers. They were looking for tools to hack and software things. But nothing serious was stolen from him because he was able to do something. But he was mad and he was scared, and he also knew that the US was not doing anything about this. They weren't helping. They weren't doing any response. So he decided to take matters into his own hands and hack North Korea back. He shut down their Wi-Fi in multiple places, giving them serious problems. And that's the big thing of karma. I think it's a spoonful of karma to North Korea. Just like, you hack me, I'll hack you back. but even worse, because he didn't even get anything stolen from him, and he takes out all of their Wi-Fi. Yeah, pretty funny. Anyways, hopefully Japan doesn't get any ideas by that. Hopefully Japan doesn't, decide to start hacking people, or that guy's gonna have a second round of shutting down Wi-Fi. Anyways, Japan's gonna buy U.S. missiles, among other things, to increase their warfare capabilities, and, yeah. It shows you what is China and North Korea is doing. They're being dangerous. They are not being good. They are taking Japan as I don't know if it's an enemy, but they are making Japan go into danger mode, go into secure mode. And then for the next 5 years, they are going to double all of their military spending. Crazy, right? Very funny, but of course it's funny. So in South Korea, military service is mandatory for at least 18 months, or a year and a half. This is mandatory for everyone, including celebrities like members of the most successful K-pop band ever, BTS. The oldest member of BTS, named Jin, who's now 30 years old, has begun military service at Yonshan Boot Camp, and is reportedly to be sent to the front lines of the North Korean border. Now, I guess this very popular celebrity is going to see just what the normal people do. Being a star for everyone isn't going to help you get off of military service. Well, hopefully we all pray that he stays safe, stays healthy, and comes back and makes more good music. Finally, we're back home in the US, but not for any more good news. Joe Biden is really sad, because in a poll, it's been found that 58% of eligible voters don't want the Big Joe to run again. Yikes. And 42% of those anti-Joes say it's because of his age. He's 80 years old. He's not that old. He's pretty old, but he's not like 96. He's not how old the Queen Elizabeth was. But yeah, if Queen Elizabeth had to run every year, the US would have kicked her out already because she's too old. Athletes are literally almost 40 years old. They're almost half Joe Biden's age, and they're still playing, and we're fine with it. But Joe Biden's 80 and double their age, and he's president, and everyone's mad. So what about how old he is? He's a great guy. Personally, I think he's a great guy. He may not be the best president we've ever had, but he still has many successes, and he's trying his best, even though he's 80. Just think of him for a second. Not us. Stop thinking about how we think about his age. Think about him being president at age 80. We've already seen him fall twice, on the stairs of on the airplane and off a bike. Yeah. Well, Joe, maybe you'll run again, maybe you won't, but hopefully you shall be okay. And yeah, Joe Biden's been great. Applause to him for being 80 years old and running president. The biggest question isn't about Joe Biden, as he's running again. It isn't about Japan's military spending. It is if Vlad the Grinch, Putin, is going to steal Christmas. And according to a study by the University of Texas in Austin, in 2020, it says that more than 80% of 5-year-olds believe in Santa. But how are they going to handle the news that Vlad is going to try to steal it away from them? That the story of the Grinch is coming true? I don't know, but the bad news will always be there. Vlad the Grinch. Vlad is trying to take it away from all these little 5-year-olds. What are you doing? Don't take it away. What did they do to you? Well, you can say the same about Ukraine. What did Ukraine do to them? But whatever. But still. Yeah. Like, Vlad. No new, really, the Grinch news right now, besides he's knocking out a bunch of power, but yeah. Let's see what goes on next. Maybe he's gonna do another Grinchy thing or something. On to our final story. Elon Musk. Many things. Owner and CEO of Tesla. Owner of SpaceX, owner of Twitter, creator of PayPal, 100 billionaire. But he has many titles, but he lost one of them today. Or not today, but this week. He's no longer the richest man on the planet. That is now Bernard Arnault, the owner of LVMH, or Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. Those combined companies own many other big companies, which include Tiffany & Co., which is massive, Christian Dior, Fendi, Givenchy, Marc Jacobs, Stella McCartney, Loewe, Laura Piana, Kenzo, Celine, Sephora, Princess Yachts, Tag Heuer, and Bulgari. That's a lot of companies, and that's a lot of revenue. And just like I heard, the more the rich people are, the more money he makes. And he's been making a lot of money, so there must be a lot of rich people. Bernard's takeover is the result of Elon losing about $100 billion from the Twitter buyout, which he lost $46 billion, and Tesla stock dropping by half. But that $100 billion he lost is more than the GDP of Bulgaria, Croatia, Iceland, and Uruguay, 4 countries. He's lost more money than 4 countries have in literally a week. Or not a week, but in a few months. Oh my god, Elon, what are you doing, bro? $100 billion. He's lost a lot of money. Well, the only person who can save him is if Vlad the Grinch steals the title from Bernard Arnault, just like he's stealing the Who Hash and the Roast Beast and literally everything else. Yeah. But congratulations, Bernard Arnault. I never really thought he would be the richest person until Jeff Bezos decided he's not going to make as much money anymore, and Elon Musk is going to lose all this money because he's going to decide to buy Twitter and do some other stupid stuff. And yeah, just because he bought Twitter, stock dropped by half, and now everyone hates him. And did you see that, I don't know if you did, or anyone out there, when he went to Dave Chappelle, the Dave Chappelle show with Chris Rock too, he got booed for 10 minutes continuously. And he decides to go on Twitter and say it was 10% boos and 90% cheers or something. He was being booed for 10 minutes by everybody. Everyone doesn't like him anymore. But anyways, great job, Bernard Arnault. I don't have literally anything from any of your companies, but that's pretty cool. He owns a lot of stuff. Yeah. On to our final segment. I'm gonna listen to Baby Shark. I am very sad that I have to listen to this, but yeah, I made too many mistakes. I apologize for the mistakes I made. So let's listen to it. You guys can skip this part, but you can watch me be in pain for approximately 2 minutes. It's been years since I've listened to this. God, it sucks. I gotta turn it down. God, it sucks. Ow. Just so you know, this video has 11 billion views on YouTube. Finally, oh god, this sucked. I feel bad for parents who had to play this for their kids literally thousands of times. 11 billion views, that's like 3 billion more than the population right now. Like 8 billion people with 8 billion views. There's another 3 billion to spare. Literally every person on this planet could have watched the video with 3 billion more. Just, yikes. Actually, this isn't the original. This is Baby Shark Dance. The actual Baby Shark has 2.4 billion views, the original, without the dancing kids, so it actually has around it has more than 13.5 billion views, almost 14 billion. That's crazy. Well, I'm done with this. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is a great episode. It's a great show. Love filming this show. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and you comment down below how you enjoyed and if you learned, and comment on new things you saw on this week of news. Yeah. See you guys next week. Goodbye.